But let's talk about another acquisition. Obviously, I think over the past week, and it wasn't most, Lamar Jackson was the most recent, but last week officially, Aaron Rodgers. This was like an inevitability. We all knew he was going to the Jets because just based on what the Packers were saying and all the stuff. But Aaron Rodgers officially signed with the Jets, and they also signed Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb agreed to a 1-year deal with the New York Jets. So I just want to talk. Julian, I'll go to you. Jets overall, are you surprised that Aaron Rodgers signed and he's meeting back up with his old teammate from the Packers? This was, I guess, this was like a thing of tension. I guess he wanted Randall Cobb went to the Dallas Cowboys and he came back to the Packers and now he's with the Jets. Like, it is the Aaron Rodgers Randall Cobb situation? Is this like the ideal for Aaron Rodgers going forward with the Jets?
Dude, the moment I saw that Randall Cobb signed with the Jets, I immediately just started busting out laughing, thinking about Gabe, about how much he roasted Randall Cobb. And Aaron Rodgers like, oh, you want Randall Cobb? You want Randall Cobb? Here's Randall Cobb. Here's Randall Cobb. You got what you wanted, and now you don't like it. You got what you that's all that came to my mind was that episode when he was talking about that trash Randall Cobb and Aaron Rodgers wanted Randall Cobb. And then the moment I see that, I'm like, yeah, it is so fucking funny that they managed to bring back Randall Cobb. To be fair, man, Randall Cobb, 13 games, he had about 470 something yards and a couple tuds. I mean, it's not bad for a third wide receiver number 3 or 4. Like 400 yards isn't bad, especially for his age, if he can replicate that. But like, look, I mean, Randall Cobb at the end of the day, he's not going to be the game changer for that team. It's going to be Aaron Rodgers. The Jets already have a real stud at wide receiver, Garrett Wilson. And then we all know about their young defense that is super talented and that's built to last for the next few years. What's really kind of surprised me the most was the trade. The trade was a little weird to me. I didn't expect the Packers and the Jets to flip. I guess I kind of get it. Aaron Rodgers is an aging player, and we don't know if he's going to be the same guy. It's not like he's a young guy in his prime like Lamar Jackson or Deshaun Watson.
I mean, 2 years ago, back-to-back MVPs, so there's something there.
Yeah.
There's something there.
So basically, let me lay out the trade. So Jets get Aaron Rodgers. They get the Packers' number 15th overall pick. Mind you, this all happened right before the draft. We're recording this right after the draft. So we all knew, at least I did, like this was all going to get done before the draft happened. Like you want to get this thing settled, get your picks before it happens because you don't want having to have things like bounce on to next year. You want to get this thing done now, especially this year's draft was a pretty good draft, a lot of great prospects. So Jets get Aaron Rodgers, the number 15 pick, and the pick 170. The Packers get the Jets 13th pick, the number 42nd pick, and the number 207th pick, and then a 2024 second round pick, but is a conditional pick, which means if Aaron Rodgers plays 65% of plays next year, that pick will then become a first-round pick for the Packers. So if I'm a betting man, the Packers pretty much got a first-round pick to next year. So, like I said, I did think it was a little weird that they did a flip-flop of the first 2 picks. I thought for sure the Jets were just not going to have one this year. But yeah, I mean, Gabe, what do you think of the trade itself?
I mean, overall, I think this was kind of expected, right? Because the Packers were always talking about like letting him go. I think the owner came out and it was talking about how this was always going to happen. The math of it, I don't fully understand of it yet. I'm trying to look at the Jets overall, their draft picks that they had this year so far. They pick O-linemen, they pick a running back, they pick some defensive guys. So I think they're going all in. Like the Jets overall this past season, they have a good team, right? The biggest thing was Breece Hall, or was it Bryce Hall? Breece Hall, their running back. He was really good for them, and he went down. He went down with injury this year, and they have a high prospect, right? This is very surprisingly for this year. The conference that we're in, the Dolphins, the Bills, and the Jets. There is a very competitive conference, and the fact that they acquired Aaron Rodgers is going to be big for them. Again, I don't want to be overhyped. Like I want to see him play. I want to see him play with whatever they have. Did I lose the stream? Where am I gone? I don't hear any sound. But yeah, overall, I'm not upset with the overall pick. The picks that they have and what they've acquired so far. So the Jets, they're going to be competitive. Aaron Rodgers is a big name, a couple-time MVP, Super Bowl champion. I'm not upset with what they've done. I think we'll see how actually the Packers with what they do with the picks, because I feel like they've been in rebuild since this pick and whatever. So yeah, I mean, Jets are going to be competitive. I just want to see. I just want to roll the ball and see the schedule, see how the season rolls out. I don't want to be predictive. Right now we're in May, so I don't want to be predictive of whatever games happen later on. So yeah. Aaron Rodgers.
So you think it was pretty fair? You think it was fair what the Packers got?
I don't know. We'll see.
You think they should have got more?
We'll see. I don't know if they got more, but we'll see how the acquisitions show up in the fall.
All right, JoJo.
Facts. JETS guaranteed to go to the Super Bowl. Now playing. Imagine. I mean, look, listen, down the road, we're gonna see, just like what Gabe said. I mean, it's only upwards for the Jets right now, right? They got the quarterback they needed, man. That was the missing piece. A nice young team, offensively, defensively, they have their weapons, and it's actually funny. Your boy Rodgers is already doing some bonding with the team, and he took Sauce Gardner out to the Knicks game, and he told him that
he's been around New York.
Yeah. You can tell with the age difference. It's crazy how old Aaron Rodgers is and just how young, the talent they have on the Jets. You got these 20-year-olds coming out of college, 22-year-olds, 23, and this man's pushing 40. So, but yeah, he told Sauce, he was like, "Hey, man, we're sitting next to Jessica Alba," and he was like, "Who?"
Oh,
I'm like, damn.
We're old, bro. We're old, dude.
He had no idea who Jessica Alba was.
We're old, man.
Bro, how old is Sauce Gardner?
Listen,
no way.
What's okay? Let me ask you a question.
No idea.
To be fair, let me ask you a question. What's the last Jessica Alba movie you've seen?
That's
It's
true.
been a minute. But, I know Jessica. I'm not it's not like me and JoJo are that old. You old,
well, listen,
but
we weren't Gabe's age. I know Gabe had posters of her on the wall. I can say that back in the day, right?
She's fine as hell. Listen, the last movie I can remember is Sin City, maybe Sin City. That's the last movie I can remember Jessica Alba. She went to be a mom. Now she's a mogul. She's selling, all kinds of products, all kind of mom product. But
imagine sitting there courtside at the Knicks game. You have no idea
who. Yeah. Yo, that's how we'll get into it later.
I don't know. I guess I've always felt even before, even though shit is older than me, I feel like I always have a good understanding of famous people
previous history.
before I would. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe that's just me though.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Showed his age.